Bryan Schmitt here. I'm here with Bass University. I'm up here on the Upper Chesapeake Bay. Some of the best swim jigging water in the country here. You know, it's all tidal water. Swim jigging is what I'm going to talk to you about today. It's one of my favorite techniques. We're going to dive into a little bit about it. You know, we start with the setup. I personally like a 7-foot, 7-1, medium heavy, a little bit lighter tip, gives it a little bit. You know, I pair it with 15-pound fluoro a lot of times. You can put braid on it, but I like the fluoro simply because I feel like it's invisible. I get more bites. It still has a sensitivity as braid does, but it probably gets you a few more bites, especially if you're crawling it through the grass. The fluoro doesn't have the abrasion that the braid does rubbing against the grass. I got a 7-3-to-1 reel here. You know, fast reel. I like to pick up line. I can slow it way down with my retrieve, but if a fish hits it and knocks it slack, I can pick up a lot of line quick. This has been my setup for many, many years with a swim jig. The swim jig, you know, I have a prototype right here. It's a Hayabusa. It's coming out very soon with Hayabusa. It's a 3/8 ounce. It's a finesse swim jig. It has a light weed guard, a light hook. My theory behind this is I'm crawling it through the grass. I don't like throwing it on the wood as much or rock, but when I'm crawling it through the grass, if a fish comes up on it, a lot of times he's hooked before I even know it. I feel like I get a lot more fish in the boat with this finesse setup. I get more bites with it. You know, I got a twin turbo, Missile Baits twin turbo, black and blue kind of trailer on it. A lot of flash in this jig. I've used this jig in clear water, dirty water, you know, Potomac, Upper Bay. This is deadly. I've done a lot of damage with this combination right here. You know, I also, you know, that with the twin turbo, that's more of a crayfish imitating trailer. You know, it can imitate a bluegill too, but when we start getting into bait fish, I switch over to a Shockwave by Missile. You know, it just has a tail, single tail, paddle tail swim bait. You know, we start getting in the fall of the year, they start getting on shad heavy. I switch over to this. You know, certain times of the year, they'll show you, you might catch a fish that has a crayfish sticking out his throat, or it might have a shad tail. You take those kind of signs and you run with it. So this is a 1/2 ounce prototype from Hayabusa. You know, get it down a little bit deeper, a little bit more wind. I switch to this. You know, we get a flood tide. I switched.
Welcome to Bass University TV, an online video training course where you'll learn champion bass fishing techniques from pro anglers Pete Glusek, Mike Iaconelli, and their talented special guests. From on the water to in the classroom, you'll learn sound techniques and strong fundamental bass fishing skills. Watch hours of video content on multiple topics at your own pace for a low monthly fee. Cancel at any time. Information is power in the sport of fishing, so learn from the very best. Subscribe to Bass University TV today.